VEFM is SVG.
Activated mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Welcome back to Vincent and the Grenadines. The time is 7:45. You're listening to Arian, with me is Roleza, and we are activated mornings this morning for Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024.
Ari, want me to tell you something? So it wasn't until adults me realized what right up in there was talking about. And this is what I think sometimes is the difference in terms of maybe music of long ago as opposed to music of, in a sense, no. Because as a child, I didn't know what the song was about. You don't know the song about.
That's why you're playing it 7:40.
No, it's because
in the morning. That is crazy.
Tired and sleepy fast. You can hear yawning whole morning.
That's why.
All right, so this is Arian.
They say the prayers. They're listening right up in there. That is crazy.
There's a coconut tree. There's a coconut tree. You start work early. If you go up in a coconut tree early in the morning, it's less sunshine, you know? So, yeah, right? Anyway, folks, just to know that we have two interviews scheduled for this morning. Coming up at 8, we will have an interview with the CWSA. And at 8:45, we'd also have an interview with the Ministry of Tourism. And this is in relation to the T20 Cricket World Cup. So we have a bit of a packed morning today. All right.
And if you're just joining us, we were discussing the quote-unquote robbery, I would say, that occurred at the port in Camden Park last month and made its rounds in the media. I think it was last week, Friday.
I think I saw it on the weekend. So yeah.
Okay. So we have a comment regarding that topic. Do you have any idea how many things go missing from passenger suitcases in airports or customs or aircraft that go missing every year? Someone else said, if all them things are taken out of people, barrel and boxes, the guns can be taken out before it gets in the custom building, which is basically what I was saying. And this story just sounds odd. But
we will wait to see what further details develop and of course get back to you, our listeners.
Well, moving on, there's an $18 million project, a volcano project, to be spent this year. So this year, the government is planning to spend some more money, which it secured under the Volcano Eruption Emergency Project, the VEEP, from the World Bank. Prime Minister Dr. Rav Gonsalves, speaking on NBC Radio on Wednesday, April 17th, 2024, told listeners that the government intends to spend $18 million this year on a range of projects associated with the volcanic eruptions of April 2021. The explosive eruptions of La Soufrière volcano resulted in widespread destruction to infrastructure and agriculture in communities in the designated red zones. In 2022, the government secured a loan of US $44 million under the VEEP project. And some of this money has been used to provide income support for over 700 families who were adversely affected by the eruptions. Income support was also provided to farmers who suffered loss as a result of the explosions and ashfall. Under the VEEP project, the government also undertook repairs and rebuilt infrastructure that was damaged or destroyed by the eruptions.
All right. And just to give some background information, I was just going to give some background information. Thing gone. All right. With regards to the VEEP project itself, and I don't know why it is my phone jumpy this morning. All right. So the VEEP project, as Ari stated in the article from Searchlight, project supports the government of SVG in emergency recovery and restoration services in areas affected by the volcanic eruption. The project was approved by the World Bank's board on November 30th, 2021, and became effective on December 10th, 2021, with an expected closing date of December 30th, 2026. The project is funded through IDA credit of US $40 million, which Ari indicated before. All right. And this is something that I'm happy to see in terms of work being done within the various communities, especially vulnerable communities here in SVG. I know from time to time that I would see a lot of, well, not a lot, I've seen several either tenders or opportunities for employment for persons under the VEEP project, communication specialists, etc. I've seen a couple over the time or since the inception of this program. So I am all for it. I'm quite happy to see that this is taking place here in SVG.
All right, so according to the VEEP website, the VEEP project supports the Go SVG in its emergency recovery and restoration of services in areas affected by the La Soufrière volcanic eruptions. The project was approved by the World Bank's board on November 30th, 2021, and became effective on December 10th, 2021, with an expected closing date, as Roleza just said. The project is funded through closing date of December 30th, 2026. The project is funded through an IDA credit of US $40 million and co-financed with a EU grant of US $2 million. So far, the leadership structure for the VEEP project will be at the head project coordinator, followed by procurement contract management specialist, project officers, financial management specialist, procurement assistant, project engineer, environmental safeguard specialist, social safeguard specialist, communications officer, M&E specialist, and account clerks. But I'm quite looking forward to this. I already have a lot of information here on the VEEP website. There's right on the website, there's a photo of the green to red areas. Kind of just made me remember during the volcanic eruption, I wasn't in St. Vincent.
And you didn't miss anything. I told you this already. You didn't miss not having water. You didn't miss having to clean ash constantly. You didn't miss having to close up your windows. You didn't miss a thing.
I asked my sister, so you finished cleaning up ash? And she was like, what ash? I ain't seen nothing. There's nothing here in Kittles, not one thing here. And I saw photos as well, videos, like where I'm living was clay, and I'm looking at it on the map, fully green zone.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
But I mean, the thing of it is, like, so I couldn't see anything, and then I had to, when I posted it on my status, a neighbor told me which direction I was supposed to look to see the ash going up into the air. And I said, boy, but the thing of it is that even though we weren't close, we were getting the ash in our areas. So
you got ash in Clay Valley?
Yeah.
Like it's Skip Kittles?
Well, thankfully, I suppose. But yeah, I got ash and the thing of it is that I remember complaining about the ash, but persons like, Roleza, you ain't get nothing. What it is you're talking about? But I don't want clean, you understand? All right. So by way of talking about other developments, let's go to this story coming. Well, it's on WEFM's news. Over 6.5 million infrastructure work being done in South Leeward. And for those of you who listen to the morning news, we read that story. So $6.5 million is being done under the National Road Rehabilitation Project. Community activist Granville Williams emphasized the importance of the road network in particular. While he said that this is a major investment, he noted that this is just one element of the nation's or of the area's development. All right. The road works take place or will be taking place from Millen Hill to 20 Hill to the bridge at Hope. Yes, to the bridge at Hope. All right. So I know that we have been, we in past conversations kind of knocked Braxa on account of certain roads not being done. I personally still have not seen my road being listed or being mentioned there, but I can't be salty about it because if other persons are also going to be benefiting from a national, or in this case, some roads being developed within South Leeward, I am happy for them.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If roads ain't being fixed in Rockies and surrounding areas, Edinburgh, shops, places within the Kingston region, what hope do we have for the other roads? But I do know that, and good morning to Braxa this morning, that they have to give priority to certain areas, in that some roads need more attention than others. And Braxa is not just about roads. Braxa has to maintain government buildings. Braxa has to do a lot of work. They have to maintain bridges here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So at one point I understand, and then speaking to persons in Braxton, you would hear the certain problems that they're having themselves, whether it is funding, whether it is delegating responsibilities, whether it is just being stretched way too thin in some of the repairs and maintenance that they need to do. So I can't 100% blame Braxton for some of the lack in the road maintenance here, but I could tell you from Relland Hill to 20 Hill, that is not a nice road at all. Just last night, I was telling one of my friends, they're like, "Oh, I have to drop somebody Vermont." I was like, "You going down Vermont with your vehicle?" But I would not do that and say, "Oh no, I drive in Bookman way."
Okay.
And I understand why Pembroke side. I understand why that road from going into Vermont from Relland Hill is a horrible road. But these things cost money, and we see here there's a lot of money being put into what we would have thought would be simple road rehabilitation. It's going to cost $6.5 million.
Yeah, and I think, but what it is, I sometimes wonder what is a priority list generated sometimes for some of these, sorry, my apologies, for some of these roads, because so I would comment and complain about my road, but I know that my road is a very short road in a sense, and it's only for a selected number of persons living within the community. So is it a case where like smaller roads that may not have a lot of traffic get put on the back burner and get put on the back burner for years? Or, what exactly happens? There is a priority list done up in terms of how many persons stand to benefit more when certain roads are done. Also, you mentioned the Fort Charlotte Road. It's a site. The Fort Charlotte is one of the.
I didn't mention Fort Charlotte.
No, road to Edinburgh.
Oh.
Right. So I'm talking about going to Fort Charlotte, which is a tourism tourism site.
Oh, when you say that, I thought you're thinking of just the road there at the intersection. But from from Rose Place down there, the road is horrible going up to Edinburgh.
Yeah. I drove there last year, and I tell you personally, not coming back again. I had no business on them kind of roads, and
horrible.
I had no business on those kind of roads.
Horrible piece of road.
Yeah, so how are these roads prioritized? Is it what it stands to benefit a greater majority of the community? I'm always curious about that. But my only thing, and as I've said before, and is that once it's being done, because 6.5 is a lot of money. 6.5 million is a lot of money. So all I think I would really want to see is that the road is being done properly so that it lasts a significant amount of years, so that it doesn't have to be touched again, right? Or not touched within a hurry. The patching thing doesn't ever really generally work with the roads, because as soon as it rains again, or when it's rainy season, the holes open up, right? So yes, I know in speaking about doing the roads properly doesn't just have to do with persons in it, but it also has to do with the quality of the material, but if we're spending money, let's spend the money properly so that we only have to do it this one time so that it doesn't have to be touched again for a good bit of years, as I indicated.
Yeah, I think the major problem that they have is the drainage. There's a lot of land slippage as well, and there is poor drainage under these roads. So we have somebody else from Rocky saying that their road really needs fixing on the life. And it's funny, the name is Cozy, and immediately I heard Cozy and I thought Dorsetshire Hill. Dorsetshire Hill is another horrible road.
Listen, there are certain roads I can tell you meet me in town, I'm sorry, but you would meet me in town. I'm not going to certain places at all. I legit not going. Meet me in town.
And the thing is, just when was it? I think it was Friday or Thursday. I went up to around Belmont, Mespo area, not quite Calder Ridge, and again, well, the roads improve over the years, because I remember driving that road and I was like, what's this? It improved, but it's still not good. But I feel like a lot of the roads on the Windward side looking a lot far better than the surrounding areas of Kingstown and the Leeward roads. Now the main roads are fine. The main roads are fine. But it's in roads. When I say the main road, I mean like basically the highway from, I would say, Barody to Kingstown, driving straight from Barody to Kingstown. The road is fine. But then when you deviate and you try to go to Vermont, or you try to you try to go to Penniston and these areas.
Yeah. Yeah, so happy to see the development taking place, not only just the roads, but on those projects that are happening under the VEEP program. So yes, we are seeing some development, some activities happening within SVG. All right, so the time here is now 8:00, and our time check came to us with the compliments of New Haven Funeral Home.
Death